Hi friends! Have you been wanting to improve your backbending practice? Well, today we are doing just that. Get ready to get bendy with me as we work on increasing overhead shoulder flexion and encouraging strong legs and relaxed glutes to create an openness in the front body for pain-free backbends. We're going to ease into this practice to warm up the spine and prepare the body. As always, if you find this flow helpful, please like this video and subscribe for more content. Now, if you're excited to improve your backbending practice, please join me on the mat. Hi there, I'm Chelsea with Ascend Your Asana Yoga. And for today's class, we're going to be using a couple blocks to find a little bit of support in a couple of postures. So feel free to place those on the side of your mat. And we're going to start in the middle of our mats in a thunderbolt posture or a low kneeling posture. At this time, you can place your hands on your knees, palms towards the sky, and just allow your eyelids to soften. Allow yourself to find stillness in this moment, and maybe do a quick scan of the body. Notice how you're feeling today. On your inhalations, notice the air entering through your nose and swelling into your abdomen. And then exhale. Feel free to open your eyes. Let's take a deep inhale, arms up to the sky, and exhale down. Deep inhale, arms up, stretching. And release back down. One more deep inhale, arms up. This time, clasp those elbows and open up through those shoulders. Maybe bend over to the left side, really breathing life into that right side body. Inhale back up and exhale over to the right. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, let's return to center. Clasp those hands behind your back and pull that chest open. Allow yourself to come into a slight back bend here. Drop those hands to the mat and feel as though you're pulling those hands towards your glutes without actually moving your arms. This isometric exercise really helps open up through the chest just a bit more. And release. This time we're going to sweep over to the left side. Right arm comes up over the body before sweeping forward and over to the right side. Continue this movement. Inhale, left side. Exhale, sweep and inhale, left arm up. This time as you sweep, rise up onto your knees, slight back bend. Release forward, dropping down into this nice half camel. You can rest your bottom hand on your heel, or if you can't reach that far this early in the practice, you're welcome to just let it hover over your feet. And let's release back down at this time, coming into a tabletop posture. We're going to start some gentle cat-cows, but instead of the traditional cat-cows, we're just going to kind of wave our spine back and forth, almost doing circles with our spine. Exhale as you puff through the back and tuck your chin, and inhale as you drop your rib cage down. If you were circling in one direction, feel free to switch directions at this time. Inhale as you drop the chest, and exhale as you round through the spine. Nice circular motions, just warming up that spine for today's practice. Just do what feels good. And when you're ready, you can walk your arms down to the front of your mat and allow your frontal lobe and your chest to drop towards the mat in this extended puppy pose. We want to really breathe life into those shoulders, focusing on that overhead shoulder flexion. This is really important for getting into those full back bends, such as wheel pose, which we'll be trying later. If you'd like, you can bring your palms together and bend those elbows to feel a little bit deeper stretch through those shoulders. And then release. We're going to slowly come onto our forearms and lift up into dolphin pose. Now when you're ready, bend your knees and pull your shoulders over your elbows before sending your way back up into dolphin. This is kind of like a slow body wave. Inhale as you roll forward, bending those knees to the mat, and then pushing that weight back up into your heels and the glutes as you push up into dolphin pose. Roll forward, bending those knees, and then back up. Roll forward. This is almost like a modified dolphin push-up, really focusing on those spinal rolls. And let's drop ourselves to our belly at this time, still on our forearms for Sphinx, pushing the backs of the feet into the mat. Let's engage that core to protect that lower back. And we're just going to alternate pointing those toes and bending those legs. Right leg, left leg. Just focus on engaging that core here, pushing the mat away with your hands, and then alternating those legs. If you'd like, you can reach your left hand back to grab that left ankle and then extend that right arm and that right leg long, hovering over the mat. And release down, this time switching, grabbing that right ankle with the left hand and pulling that ankle up. Really hover here, hold, and then release back down. Great job. Keeping both those legs bent now, let's tent those fingertips as we slowly inhale up, rising up, and then exhale, slowly lower your chest and your forehead to the mat. Inhale up, really engaging that core and bending through that upper back, and release back down. One more inhale, hold at the top, pulling those toes in towards your back, and then release back down. Let's push up, rising into high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog, and then exhale, send those hips back into downward facing dog. Excellent job. We're going to only hold here a moment. Let's ground through that left leg as we inhale our right leg up and back. Let's start some mountain climbers. Exhale that knee in between the arms, back up. This time bring that right knee to the left elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, and extend it back. This time bend that knee and open up through that right hip. Really breathing life into that right hip here. And then release, twist that leg under the body and bring it to hovering in this side plank. Outstretch that left arm over the body before dropping it down, pressing that right foot in between the hands, dropping that back knee, and inhale as you cactus those arms in this low lunge. Sweep the body up, hovering high lunge, drop the back knee, cactus those arms, really opening up through the heart before sweeping the arms forward and lifting that back knee. Inhale, cactus those arms. Exhale, sweep, hovering lunge. Inhale, really opening up through that chest and sweep it forward. Strong right leg here. Continue holding as you clasp those hands behind the back and pull them up, really opening up through that chest. Now see if you can pop that left leg forward and come into this modified warrior 3. Strong right leg, little bit of bend in that knee. Hold here a moment. Release that right arm to the mat and open up into half moon pose. Deep inhale. On your exhale, see if you can bring that left arm to grab that left ankle and really open up through that left hip flexor. And release. This time dropping that left leg kind of to the outside of the mat. Inhaling that left arm up to the sky, really feeling it through the IT band here. Now drop both hands to the mat, pivot to the outside of that left ankle, and inhale up as you come into this hovering side plank, only for a moment before dropping the right leg behind and coming into wild thing pose. Really push that pelvis forward, pushing the mat away. And release, this time dropping the right foot underneath the body, coming onto that left foot and over to the left side in this low lateral lunge. Inhale that right arm up to the sky before exhaling, sending our left foot back into high plank. Exhale into chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog, and then exhale, send your weight back into that downward facing dog. Deep inhale and exhale, stretch those heels to the mat. Now inhale that left leg up long and tuck it in between the elbows. Inhale long, exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale back up, exhale, left knee, left elbow. And then extend it back, this time bending that knee and opening up through that left hip. Deep inhale and exhale. Let's sweep it under the body in this modified side plank. Right arm comes up overhead, hovering that left leg. Drop that right arm, drop that left foot in between the hands, bend that back knee. Inhale up into this low lunge and cactus those arms opening up through the chest. Sweep those arms forward, humble high lunge before dropping that back knee again and opening up through the chest. Sweep forward. Deep inhale. Exhale, strong left leg. And inhale back, goddess arms, sweep forward and hold here a moment before clasping those hands behind the back, pulling up through the chest, and holding in this humble lunge. Let's see if we can pop that right leg up into this modified warrior 3. Arms still pulling open your chest if you can. Nice bend through that left leg if needed. And release, dropping that left arm to the mat and inhaling that right arm up, half moon pose. See if you can grab that right ankle and open up through that right hip flexor. And release, this time dropping that right leg to the outer edge of the mat and inhaling that right arm up to the sky. Feeling a stretch through the IT band here. And now let's pivot over to the outer edge of the right ankle and come up into that side plank. Only for a second before we drop that left leg behind the body and open up into our wild thing posture. Pushing the pelvis away, really opening up through the chest. Let's drop that left hand to the mat, drop that left leg down, and pivot over into this lateral lunge on the right side. Inhale that left arm up to the ceiling, flexing that left foot if you can. And release, set yourself up for that high plank once again. Shift your weight forward, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale into upward facing dog. And then exhale, send that weight back into that downward facing dog. Let's take a second to catch our breath. Let's take a deep inhale. And then exhale. Let's prepare for those mountain climbers again. Ground through that left foot as you inhale your right foot long behind the body. On your exhale, bring that knee in between the arms. Inhale, extend it long. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Extend it long. Right knee, right elbow. And extend it long. Now you can stay in this posture, or if you like, you can ground through that right arm and bring that left hand to grab that right ankle. Pulling it up, hold for 3, 2, 1, and then let's release. Extend that leg long once again before dropping it back down. We're going to drop onto our forearms into that dolphin pose posture again. Only a moment. We're going to round forward, dropping our knees, vertebrae by vertebrae, head hanging heavy. Let's rise up. Inhale those arms up to the sky. Goddess arms, slight back bend here. Drop back down to the forearms, tuck those toes under. Send our weight back, dolphin pose. Roll forward, vertebrae by vertebrae, rise up. Inhale, goddess arms, opening up through the heart. Release back down, forearms. Tuck those toes, dolphin pose, opening up through the shoulders. Round forward, vertebrae by vertebrae. Let that head hang heavy till the very top. Inhale, goddess arms. Strong, engage that core. And release. At this point, you can release right into camel pose, or you can grab those blocks and put them in third position by your heels. Push your hips forward. Pelvis goes into slight anterior tilt here. We're going to push the shins into the mat. Keep the legs strong, pushing the quads forward. Relax those glutes to find openness through the front body. Hold here, remembering to breathe. And feel free to release at this time. If you used your blocks, feel free to place them on the side. We should no longer need them. And we're going to come right up into a downward facing dog. So send those hips back. Take a deep inhale, and let's extend that right leg long before tucking it in between your elbows. Bring that chin to touch that knee, hovering here before dropping that right foot underneath the body over the left foot. So kind of twisting your legs here before flipping over to the right side into this reverse plank. If you can either stay here or you can see if you can drop that left hand into this full wheel pose. Walk your feet in just a little bit closer if you need to. Bring your gaze forward. Push that weight forward if you can. Pushing your pelvis up to the sky. And release back down. Excellent job. Let's just take a quick break here to massage that back, tucking our knees in towards our chest. Reconnect with your breath for a second. And when you're ready, slowly kind of roll back up into a low yogic squat. We're going to continue this movement on the other side. So when you're ready, let's take one vinyasa. So step back into plank, exhale, chaturanga, inhale into upward facing dog, and then exhale into downward facing dog. Let's ground through that right foot, sweep that left foot back, tuck it in between the arms, extend it long, left knee, right elbow, extend it back, left knee, left elbow, hold here a moment before sending that leg back. Once again, we're going to try to ground through that left hand and see if we can bring our right arm behind to grab that left ankle. Use that arm to pull your hip open just a bit more, pulling that leg a little bit higher if you can. Hold here and release. Excellent job. Now tuck that knee in between the elbows again and bring that chin towards your knee. Hold here a moment before crossing that left leg over the right underneath the body and flipping over to the right side. Opening up, right arm comes up high. Maybe you even flip your grip into that wheel pose once again. Bringing that chin and that head in between the arms and pushing your weight forward. Hold here. Excellent job. Remembering to breathe. And then slowly lower back down. Once again, tuck those knees in towards your chest and do some gentle rocks. Feel free to pause the video if you'd like to work on your wheel pose just a bit more. Otherwise, we'll just start winding down the body. When you're ready, you can kind of make your way to the back of your mat, just so that you can fully extend your legs. And we're going to take our right leg up, so clasp that hamstring. And we're just going to start doing what we like to call nerve flossing. So point those toes as you bend your knee, and then as you bring it up, flex that foot at the top. And just continue this movement, remembering to breathe, flexing that foot at the top, and then pointing it as it comes down. We're really massaging the hamstrings here. And this is also a neutralizing posture for our spines. So those back bends are really hard on those back muscles. So we're just giving them a little rest with this exercise. Feel free to switch legs at this time, pointing those toes as you bend your knee, and then full extension and flexion of that foot as you come up. Point the toes on the way back down and flex that foot. Maybe take notice of how your lower back is feeling during this exercise. And breathe a little love into it. And you can release that leg. And this time we're going to bring our feet nice and wide towards the edges of our mat and allow your knees to hang towards the middle. We're going to drop that left knee towards the middle and then the right. So these nice windshield wipers, feel free to extend your arms overhead and just allow them to hang heavy as you slowly alternate, dipping one knee into the middle and then the other. This is really giving that lower back a nice little spinal massage here. Right knee dips and then left knee. Toes are pointed slightly inward as well. Just a nice internal rotation of that hip joint. And let's just do a couple more here. And then we can release. See if you can rock back up into a seated position again, nice and slow. Bring the soles of the feet together for butterfly posture. You can bring your heels in as close to your groin as you'd like, or keep them further away if that's more comfortable. And we're just going to round the spine forward. So walk your hands away from the body and allow that upper body to just round forward. With your exhale, allow your body to sink forward as much as is comfortable for you. We're just working on a couple nice counter postures after those deep back bends. And now release up, left hand goes to right knee, twist over to the right side, spine nice and long here, gaze over that right shoulder. And twist, right hand goes to left knee, twisting over to the left, finding length through that spine. And release. Now straighten out those legs if you can. We're going to come into a forward fold. Inhale those arms up. And exhale, fold forward as much as possible. Feel free to grab a strap or a blanket or towel if that would help you get a little bit of leverage in this posture. And just allow that spine to round as you sink a little bit closer to those toes. Take a deep inhale, lengthen through the spine, and then exhale. See if you can sink just a bit closer. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Excellent job. Release back up. And we're going to come down once again, tucking those knees in towards our chest. Just gently rock back and forth, unwinding the body. Allowing your mind to come back into a state of stillness once again. Let's grab the outer edges of our feet and bring those knees towards our armpits for happy baby pose. Once again, just rocking back and forth on that spine. Whatever feels good in this moment. And when you're ready, you can slowly release down and prepare yourself for Shavasana. So feel free to grab a blanket if you'd like, and just get comfortable. Allow your ankles to hang heavy. Maybe clench your fists and then relax them. Allow all tension to drain out of the body. All tightness in those muscles to release. And I want you to be proud of what your body accomplished in today's class. Even if you weren't able to achieve all of the postures, you showed up for yourself today and you tried. You tried your best. And backbends are a specific practice that can take many years or many months of practice. So just be proud of whatever you accomplished today and know that is enough and you're right where you're meant to be. Now allow yourself to focus on your breathing. Nice deep inhalations and exhalations. Just returning to your normal breathing rhythm and find stillness. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you enjoyed this yoga flow, please like this video and subscribe for more content. I put out new videos every Sunday. See you next time.